I've received some feedback, and some folks are having a hard time getting this initial curl started really tight. They are saying that they feel like they can't get the curl tight and that it's not working out for them. So one thing that you can do here when you get it started, see, I'm pinching and then I'm pinching again, is you can actually just sort of slide it over and tighten that baby up. Get your double roll. See, it's still a double rolled hem, but you can get your double rolled hem that way. So if you feel like you're having a hard time getting it tight, make it bigger, like that, and then tighten it up. And then I put a nice long pin in it, and my pin takes 2 bites out of the fabric curl. Right, it goes up and down, like the Loch Ness Monster with the double bump. There in the aquatic, swimming along just like that. So if you're struggling getting that curl, try sliding it down like you're rolling. I guess it would be like you're rolling a cigarette. Do that sort of cigarette roll. I know nobody has rolled cigarettes, probably. But if you were to imagine that you were rolling a cigarette, then that's what it would be like. Alright, we're sewing in our classic outdoor fabric style, which means we're using the tissue paper. And I'm moving my needle over to the 1 position so that I get the bite in the needle just where I want it, and I am setting my foot down right on top of the curl. I'll drop my needle in. Now, I also heard that some people suggest locking your stitch with a few stitches before removing your pin, and you sure can do that. Look, I'll do that. And then I will remove my pin and then lift the foot up. And I also learned, this is very cool, I learned this today, that this technique of feeding the curl through the foot is called scooching. So we want to scooch that. That's an awesome word, and it exactly describes what I was thinking. If you're just trying this out and you're dissatisfied with the result, if you feel as though what's coming out of the back here is not looking like what you'd prefer, then you may want to think about your stitch length. Is your stitch length too short? Because these outdoor fabrics don't need a very tight stitch length, and the longer length stitches will serve you better. And another thing to consider is your needle position. If you have a machine that will do a zigzag, then chances are your machine allows you to adjust the width of the zigzag. And that zigzag width can be adjusted to move the needle left or right when doing a straight stitch. You can see the nice stitches that I'm getting out the back end here. Once you get the hang of it, it's mind-numbingly simple. And you just sit here and go at it.